What's up everyone, this is Grim Reaper Sage here. So this is the boss fight guide for Commander O'Neill. As far as I know, he's like a side boss sort of thing. Like I don't think you need to kill him for the story or anything. He's really hard though. Admittedly, I have changed my build. I'm now using Dual Colossal swords, so that does it. And as you'll see in a minute, like my guy is wearing barely any armor because I was just trying it out. So I've included a fight with me before where I'm using the summon that I found, which was impressive. And then I die, and then I've included when I actually kill him. Best thing I could suggest with this is keep your distance. Use the throwing knives. They're really effective. And yeah, hopefully that all helps. So this is the summon that you can summon, and then basically I've cut it to the second phase. So second phase, when it gets to about this much health, he'll summon 3 characters that have massive axes, which hit like absolute trucks. You have to kill them, otherwise they'll just keep attacking you. As you can see, it's just jump attacks. The only thing is as you see there, they've got like a bubble on them, and what that is when he summons the first lot you'll see in the other bit of the video, he'll buff them so they'll do more damage and take less damage. He has really big range. Avoid that. The Scarlet Rot as his main attack, it absolutely destroys. Scarlet Rot does. And he's not too fast though, like, you know, he does lunge at you, but if you stay pretty much as far away as I am, you could hit him with, say, arrows if you had a bow or crossbow. In the end, like I said, I managed to kill him with throwing knives, you know, because if you're like me, you've probably got about a dozen of so many varieties, and, you know, they just sort of sit there, so they don't do massive damage, but if you're this far away, you can just throw a ton of them at him and keep the movement out of the way. But as you can see, like there, he hits really strong. Okay, so this is the run where I actually kill him. Overall, it took me about 8-9 goes, I'd imagine. I kind of lost count. Again, I was not leveled, didn't had upgraded weapons and various things. So that's the first group. So you can charge and attack them straight away. That's their buff. Basically, if you stay at range, they'll just use crossbow bolts and hammer you. So you have to get in there. But as you can see with the buff on them, it does run out after a while. It just reduces the damage they take. So I didn't use the summon. I haven't used my jellyfish yet. I put Golden Vow on as a standard, but I haven't used my jellyfish, and I haven't used the summon. The reason for this is because The jellyfish gets destroyed almost instantly, especially when he does his Scarlet Rot charge that you've seen, and you'll see in a minute. And the summon as well. The summon will go straight for him and just go to town. The problem with that is, you know, as you can see now, watch the jellyfish's health bar. I run to go get the summon now I've dealt with the first group of enemies, because now it's just us until phase 2. And do my old buffs, and then as you can see now we've got more range and an AI summon. But he hits really strong, and he's not terribly bad. That is the problem. Like, look how fast that destroyed the jellyfish. The Scarlet Rot that it does is just so strong. You know, that's mainly what kept killing me. You know, yes, he does hit like a truck, but he's slow and clunky, you know, you can dance around him. And then, as always, it goes down, get the old crits, because it does a ton. And then, literally that's it until phase 2. Okay, so this is the phase 2 bit. As you can see, I've got no FP. I did have these shards, which I found later, which you can pop. You get them all, they're like sort of glass shards, I think, or they're sort of these blue shards, and they recover your whole FP. I forget about them, but to be fair, that would have helped, because then I could have put my golden vow on. So as you can see, the AI is dead already. It literally did one phase, and then with all the people with the axes, it just gets destroyed. The problem with the buffs on them is when you do the jump attacks, normally you'll stagger them, you'll knock them over. When they've got the buff on them and you do the jump attacks, it's literally just like hitting a wall. Like, you'll see it in a minute when I do another jump attack on them. They just stand there. They don't fall over. They don't react at all. As you can see, like that, they just sort of like shrug it off. So it's just basically me just dancing around fighting with him. So this is after I've defeated him. So I'm literally keeping my distance, just trying to pop as much stuff as I can. I found lightning. Lightning is really strong in the game. Lightning and frost are super strong. They do absolute ton of damage. Like, bearing in mind these are unupgraded weapons. So again, avoid the Scarlet Rot Stomp and the twirls that he does. But it's doing like 398 for unupgraded weapons and everything else, which is pretty good. But again, yeah, he still hits like an absolute truck. Just roll as best you can. And then you can see I've got 31 throwing daggers. He's got a tiny bit of health. As you can see, it's not doing a great deal of damage. But literally, look, the damage ticks up. And I've got so many, I'm just like, you know what? I've got 6 health files. I could jump in there, but I've got like so many throwing daggers. So, and that's it. And then he's dead. So throwing daggers, really good, really useful. I've started using them in a lot of fights. It's just because when you're out of range, you can do that little bit of damage, especially if you have like poison darts. You know, you could build up a little bit of poison and it'll just chip away at them. But hopefully this helps. Like and share and subscribe. Any comments, anything you want me to do to help, happy to put it in the comments. And till the next one, I'll see you all then.